Hello, Beard Wizard family. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Beard Wizard Man, also known as Trevor on social media. Links to what you're going to find down in that video description below, including ways to support this channel, and clicking that red subscribe button and getting us to 15,000 subscribers as soon as possible. That's our next milestone. We hit our 7,500 in January, I think, or right around February, and we're making great headway toward the next milestone. So thank you so much to all of you who've shown up, who've subscribed, who've liked, commented. All of that helps out a great deal. My books, the merch store, everything else down there in the video description helps us out a lot, but really just clicking that red button is the biggest thing you can do for this little channel of mine. So today, Thursday, we often look at new bands that we have not reviewed before, new artists and content creators, and today we're going to do that as well. I've seen this pop up, and Arch Enemy has been on my list for a long time, and my list of bands that I want to review is longer than the time I have to review them, and I keep finding new ones and adding more, and that list never seems to shrink. But before I could get around to reviewing Arch Enemy, Alyssa White Gluz, I think that's her name, right? Alyssa White Gluz. Yes, left Arch Enemy and has formed her own band called Blue Medusa, and they just recently put out a new song. So we're going to take a look at that. It's called Checkmate. Now, when I do new bands, I'd like to give you guys as much information as I can find. Like I said, Alyssa White Gluz left Arch Enemy. She's done some solo stuff, but has started a new project called Blue Medusa. And it actually launched just shy of a month ago. Working with Alyssa Day from Absentia on guitars and Danny Sophia on guitar, drummer Delaney Jaster, and Dragon Force bassist Alicia Vigil are all part of the band. And she calls Blue Medusa the next evolution of everything I've been building toward for years. So this is, I guess, moving closer to her dream, toward the music that she's wanted to make, and the style and everything that she's been trying to put together. So we're going to take a look at their new song, Checkmate, from the new band Blue Medusa, started by the former lead singer of Arch Enemy. So if you are in the live stream, say hi. If you're watching the recording, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. But here we go. This is Checkmate from Blue Medusa. Cheers. Very Very nice start. So setting that tone of choosing your own fate, of making your own path. And yes, surprising, I was starting to, sometimes with growlers, screamers, it's hard to pick up individual lyrics. Hers are surprisingly, if you pay attention, aren't that hard to pick up, which is great. A lot of times I do struggle with that if I don't have, and I know a lot of people do, and that's why a lot of people get turned off by this style. But there is something cathartic about listening to it. I imagine it's very similar to singing it. When you've had a stressful day, when things are hard, sort of that feeling somebody let out that much power and emotion can sometimes be good for the soul, I think. But I'm a metalhead, so I'm a little weird that way. And it just jumps through you. that transition's really nice. Now the guitar riffs and solo through that part really nice. And her transition. Now, I've listened to a few Arch Enemy songs, and Alyssa's vocal range is really strong, like comparable to, Tatiana from Ginger, Corey from Slipknot. Being able to transition back and forth between those clean vocals and the growl is something that not a lot of musicians do, not a lot of vocalists do. They either do one or the other. The transition back and forth is sometimes a challenge, it seems like, or they only stick to one or the other. But I do like that sort of dual sound, that juxtaposition of the two sounds together. It makes for an interesting piece, and I like her transition through this one too. Welcome. Very nice with the guitar, like that low part. A little bit of the vocals there remind me a little bit of Blackbriar of Zora, just taking it a little bit higher, a little bit more melodic. Very, very cool sound. And I like the sort of roller coaster of sound we're getting as they slowed it down, took it really soft, but her voice took it up much higher. Just a really cool song. I like this. It's a good song. It's very fast, a lot of power in the guitar riffs, in the drums, the bass line, and especially the vocals. It's a really good piece. Hey, what's going on, Rock Hunter? Very nice. Oh, it's fantastic. Fantastic. The story gets cold. When I declare checkmate, I own the blood. None of your plans will ever conquer my love. I thrive in truth while you lose control. I learned my worth when I stood alone. I like that phrase. I like that phrase a lot, learning your worth when you stand alone. There's something you really learn when you have to do something on your own, or when you're at rock bottom and you look around and see who's there with you. That really tells you where you stand. And I like that sense of finding yourself without having to rely on others. And hopefully a lot of people don't have. I mean, sometimes we have to go through that. I hope everybody's lucky enough to have people in their lives that are always there, but not all of us are that lucky. So I do like the way she phrased that. And a lot of people, especially in this industry or in the creative industries, find that out too. They find out how hollow the affirmations are from people but when it comes time to actually support you, and they're not there. I'm lucky to have a really strong support system, but not a lot of authors or artists or musicians or creators do. And you really do learn when the rubber meets the road, how strong that support really is. Very nice. I like this. I like this new band. Again, I liked Arch Enemy. I just never got around to reviewing them on the channel, but Blue Medusa's got some cool stuff. It sounds, I like their blend. I like the composition of this piece, and I love her vocals. So looking forward to more. Definitely going to add them to the list. And when we see some new stuff from Blue Medusa, we'll be reviewing it on this channel. So Rock Hunter, everybody else who's here, thank you all so much. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you guys all again soon. You have a great one. Much love.